welcome back to Your Natural Healer. For anybody that doesn't know me, I'm Tammy, and I'm the owner of Your Natural Healer, and I'm so happy that you're here. Today, we are going to deep dive into a powerful yet often misunderstood topic, and that's the evil eye. Have you ever had one of those days where absolutely nothing seems to go right after someone throws a weird compliment your way? Or even maybe you're just feeling heavy or off, or like you're walking through spiritual molasses. And yeah, guys, that could be the evil eye. So let's talk about what it really is and how it works, the cultures it comes from, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. So before we really dive in, I'm going to show you a few products that I sell here in my metaphysical shop. So if you're local to Azle, Texas or the surrounding area, come on in. I'd love to see you. And if you're not local, these are available online at yournaturalhealer.com, and we ship to anywhere in the United States. So I like this little thing. It's actually got a hole in it so you can put the cordage on it to make a necklace. But I like it too because it makes like a nice worry stone or a pocket stone. So that's a nice little evil eye talisman. I also sell beautiful evil eye bracelets. And I know sometimes these are hard to see on camera, but these are pretty. They're really sparkly. And then I also have evil eye pyramids. And these pyramids have the evil eye sphere as well as like one of the palm thingies in it. And then it has, all the stuff that makes it orgone, but this is lapis lazuli. Now, not all evil eye is necessarily a crystal. Like this is nothing more than blown glass, but it is the intention and the symbolism behind it that makes it powerful. So let's talk about what is the evil eye. So the evil eye, it's a form of energetic attack, and it usually stems from envy or jealousy. But it's not always on purpose. And sometimes people can send that energy without even realizing it. It's not just the look, it's a projection of emotional energy. And people don't realize, and I don't want to get way off into a tangent, but people don't realize when we have a really intense burst of emotional energy, jealousy, fear, anger, hate, all of these things can then manifest and project onto someone. It can even attach to someone as a negative energetic field or a negative entity. And don't always think that negative entities are evil. So I don't want to get off on a tangent with that, but just be aware that the evil eye is nothing more than a projection of emotional energy. It could come from anybody, whether it's a stranger or if you're in business, maybe it's a competitor admiring your success but has a little bit of resentment, or a friend who loves you but envies your relationship with your significant other or even another friend. And it can even be something as simple as somebody scrolling through your social media, taking a look at pictures or posts and just secretly wishing they had your life. Guys, energy is real and energy travels. This is one of the things I try to explain for people who don't understand distance sessions. Energy, intention. Energy isn't confined by time. Time is linear. Time is a man-made concept. Energy also doesn't know boundaries. It doesn't understand space. It doesn't understand length, miles, all of that. So energy can travel, my friends. And that's what really makes the evil eye so tricky, is because you don't always see it coming. So there's a lot of historical and cultural origins to the evil eye. And if I butcher some of these names, I apologize. I practiced, but we'll see. So in ancient Greece, the evil eye was called Bascania, and people wore charms to ward it off. And we do that today. Now, the Romans, they created a protective phallic amulet called, and I'm going to butcher this, and I took Latin in high school, fascinium, Fascinum. So again, I tried to deflect it. Anyway, in the Middle East, the blue Nazar amulet was worn to reflect back envy. In India, babies are marked with black eyeliner dots to confuse or deflect the gaze. And in Mexico, it's called the mal de ojo. And again, I don't speak Spanish, mal de ojo. And it's taking super, super seriously, especially when it comes to children. So, despite the names, the methods, the historical context, the idea is always the same. Envy, jealousy carries energy, and that energy can do harm. And we need to be protected. Now, if you haven't watched my video on purification, the difference or purification and protection, I'll link that below. Guys, you have to watch it. Everybody comes into my shop, protection, 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 and they don't purify. So, again, I don't want to get off on a tangent. That video link is below. So, how does it affect you? And what are maybe some of the signs that maybe you have the evil eye? So let's go over the telltale signs that you may have picked it up. First of all, you feel emotionally or physically drained for really no reason. You may have unexplained headaches, tension, sudden anxiety. Things just keep going wrong. You feel like you take two steps forward and 6 steps backwards. So things like, car trouble, technical glitches, weird vibes, lots of maybe things that are breaking and you're having to put out a lot of money, just a lot of bad luck, just a lot of bad luck. You may get sick after somebody gives you a weird compliment or a backhanded praise. Plants in your space start to wither, and pets act kind of skittish around you. You feel blocked spiritually, creatively stuck, disconnected, or even overwhelmed. Now, these signs don't always mean you've been hit with the evil eye. If you're feeling overwhelmed one day because you've overtasked yourself, that's not the evil eye. But when several things line up after certain interaction, trust your gut. And sometimes you might not even be aware of the interaction till way after the fact. So, evil eye versus curses. Now, I wrote a blog, and I'll do a video on this in the future, hex versus curses. But if you're interested in the blog, you can go to my website, yournaturalhealer.com, and that blog is available. So, this is really important because the evil eye, it isn't always a curse. A curse is usually deliberate. Someone puts energy or ritual or intention into harming you or working you. The evil eye, however, that can be accidental. It's often an emotional projection of lack or longing. What makes it just as potent is that it's rooted in emotion. And emotion fuels energy, especially envy. Even somebody who loves you can give you the evil eye if they're secretly bitter about your joy or success. So that's why spiritual hygiene is critical. Now, there are so many ways to protect yourself energetically, and I'm not going to go over them all here, but here are some of my top recommendations. So, number one, you can wear protective symbols like the Nazar, which is the blue-eyed bead, reflecting energy away from your aura. The Hamsa hand is another powerful amulet for repelling unwanted energy. Some protective crystals you can use, and black tourmaline absorbs negativity and forms a protective shield around you. Please remember though, black tourmaline can't hold a lot of energy, so it needs to be cleansed often. And that's why I always tell everybody, and it's not to sell you stuff, always get 2 pieces of black tourmaline. So this way, in the morning, you grab your piece, your other piece is on the selenite plate, getting cleansed. And then at night, when you go to bed, put the piece you used that day on the selenite. And then in the morning, grab the other piece. So it had a full 24 hours to charge. This way, you can make sure you are protected. Labradorite. Excellent for deflecting psychic attack and strengthening your aura. Black obsidian is outstanding for absorbing negative energy. It can hold a lot. Doesn't need to be cleansed as often as the black tourmaline. I call it the black hole of protection crystals because it just attracts the negative energy, and just once it gets there, it's sucked in. It cannot leave. So black obsidian is outstanding. Tiger's eye helps protect against jealousy and brings strength and confidence. Now, I will say again, gotta plug it, guys. Here in the shop, I do sell a triple protection bracelet. It is hematite, tiger's eye, and I think it's black obsidian. Herbal baths and washes. So you can either buy something pre-made, like in the shop, I sell protection, bath salts, as well as purification bath salts. No fuss, no muss, it's done. You either bathe in it or you pour it in a bucket, get in the shower and pour it over you. Or you can make your own. If you want to make your own, you can use things like rue, basil, rosemary, and sea salt. That's very, very basic. You can add Florida water or some drops of various essential oils for spiritual cleanse. You want to when you add it into your water, whether it's a bucket or in your bathtub, set an intention before entering or pouring the water over you and say something like, I release all energy that is not mine. Now I'm going to give you another tip, Florida water. I don't understand why people who are into spirituality and metaphysical stuff don't use Florida water. Amazing stuff, been around forever. Every morning when I get up after I take my shower, it's just like putting on the deodorant. Do the deodorant, then I do my Florida water. Take a drop, I put it on the back of my neck. I put a dab also on my heart chakra and my third eye. But all you need is the back of your neck because negative energy enters through the back of the neck. So by adding a drop of Florida water there, that gives you a little bit of protection. All right, oils, charms, and candles. So you can use evil eye oil to anoint your charms or your third eye. You can burn black or white candles with a protective symbol carved into them. You can even dress your candle with the evil eye oil. And then you can carry a small mojo bag with protective crystals in it. Put some herbs in it. And then you can just tie it up. You can either throw it in your purse, your backpack, put it on your desk, whatever. You can carry that with you. So again, regular cleansing rituals. Smoke cleanse with either sage, palo santo, frankincense, or copal. Ring bells or chimes to break up stagnant or heavy energy. Doesn't need it to be a specific frequency. Egg cleanses are kind of originated in folk tradition to remove the evil eye. So what to do if you think you've been hit? If you suspect you've been hit with the evil eye, take these 3 steps. This is not me trying to sell you stuff. This is me not trying to make you money or make me money. This, guys, is serious business. First, you have to cleanse. Again, watch my video, Purification and Protection. Link is below. Take a spiritual bath, do a smoke cleanse, do a salt scrub. You've got to cleanse your energetic field. After cleansing, you use your things like oils, crystals, Florida water, amulets to seal your auric field. And then reflect. Tune into where you're energetically open. Ask yourself, are my boundaries too loose? Are you oversharing stuff on social media? Or are you absorbing others' energy without even realizing it? This is your moment to reset your field and reclaim your energy. Sometimes you don't know why or how or where or when the evil eye was sent or how you got it. Okay? Sometimes you just never know. But you still need to protect. So now that you know this isn't just some old wives' tale, the evil eye, it's real. It's powerful. And it's still at work today. But guys, you're not powerless. Spiritual hygiene is just as important as washing your face or brushing your teeth, putting on your deodorant. You got to protect your peace. You have to tend to your energy. So let me know in the comments below if you've ever felt the effects of the evil eye and, what happened? What'd you do to ward it off? Did you see it coming? Guys, I also ask that you please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody who needs it. Leave a comment, even if it's just a positive emoji. All of these things they really do help. I thank you for being here today. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay magical, and protect your light. Namaste.